A very good morning, students. Today, in Value Education, we will start with the chapter number 11 Positive Attitude. Now, students, in our life, it's very important that we should always be in positive attitude. Now, in this chapter, we will discuss about this that how to bring this positive attitude. Yes? Now, coming to the first line, hope is the expectation of a bright future and a spark of life. It means that hope is the thing that we expect. Yes, and it's actually the expectation means if we are having a good hope, we will be able to achieve success in our life. Yes, it brings a bright future. It is a feeling whereby you think of expanding your possibilities. Means if we are having a good hope, it means that we are expanding. Expanding means हम अपनी limitations को बढ़ाते हैं और possibilities जो भी हमारा आगे फ्यूचर का जो एम है उसके बारे में अच्छा सोचते हैं. यस, without worrying about the limitations that block your way. Means there are some people who are just making excuses that just because of this they are not doing good, but we should not make these type of excuses. Yes, even we should not worry about the limitations. Means whatever we are having, with that we have to survive in the life. Not survive, we should be happy with the things, be happy with the blessings that we have. It is a motivating push that releases you from bondage, that gives you a boundless sky where you can fly freely as high as you can. Means positive attitude, this makes you very free. Yes, and you means as we say that the sky is the limit. Yes, so there should not be any limit of doing the things. Yes, you should do each and everything so that you will have a high possibilities, high hopes. Yes, a hopeful person believes in himself and his actions, and this helps him to succeed in life. Thus, he keeps the flame of hope alive in himself all the time. Now, what they're saying that a hopeful person means person जो हमेशा होपफुल रहता है, उसके लिए हर चीज़ करने के लिए एक कोई इम्पॉसिबिलिटीज़ नहीं होते. ही और शी इज़ हैविंग सो लॉट्स ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज़ बिकॉज ही इज़ अ होपफुल पर्सन. यस, मीन्स वो छोटी छोटी चीज़ों में भी अच्छाइयाँ ढूंढता है. यस, this is a note from our grandfather's diary. Now here we have one story. We will read that. The sound of a motor car disturbed me. I looked out of the window thinking that my grandson has come. Now George, my grandson, is 25 years old now. But for me, he is just a small child who has a running nose and who comes to me to clarify all his doubts. Now George was very fond of listening to stories. He never felt bored even when I narrated the same stories over and over again. But whenever he sat for his studies, sleep overpowered him and soon he started snoring on his study table itself. From his childhood, he had an attractive personality, dark complexion, and a good physique. He was cheerful and playful. He loved teasing children of his own age. Now here, this is a grandpa's diary, and what this grandfather is saying that he is having one grandson whose name is George. Now he is 25 years old now. ओके और उसकी आदत क्या थी, वो बहुत स्टोरी सुनना पसंद करता था. बट वेन एवर ही इज सिटिंग विथ हिम टू स्टडी, बट what happens, he is not at all interested in studies and he just starts snoring means वो खराटे मारने लगता था टेबल पे ही. Sometimes he pulled the ears of his neighborhood friends and they came to me complaining about George. I used to call him and scold him in front of his friends. Sometimes I threatened him that I will not tell him the stories if he continued playing his pranks. Now what this George, what he always likes to tease the children. वो हमेशा परेशान करता था neighbors को, उनके कान खींचता था. तो what these neighbors, they used to come and complain this narrator. Yes. So what this grandpa he used to do, he used to scold him in front of them, and he used to say them that now I will not tell you any story. Yes, but after a few hours, he used to forget all his promises and continued with his mischievous behavior. But कुछ टाइम बाद वो सारी चीज़ें भूल जाता था और अपनी यही शैतानियाँ करता रहता था. Sometimes his mother beat him for quarreling with his younger sister. He used to cry hearing him cry. I used to rush for his rescue and saw a few words in his favor. As a result, his mother used to say, Dad, your love is spoiling his child. He always fights with other children. Now, as this grandfather, he always used to support him. Yes. So, his mother and father, what they used to say that, Papa, you are spoiling this child. I knew he was very naughty, but still I always spoke in his favor. Oh, George is only a child, and at this stage, all children are naughty. They fight every now and then, but the next moment they become friends again. Listening to me, she used to grumble and go back in her room with George. When later I threatened George again, he used to throw his arms around my neck and stammer, Grandpa, God promise I will never fight with anyone again. So his innocence always made me smile. Suddenly my eyes fell upon the storybook lying on my bed. I looked at its page. It was crumbled badly. Probably I had slept on it the whole night. I began to smile at myself. Despite being above 70 years of age, I love reading the storybooks of the children. Interesting. Probably old age is an incarnation of a child. Like children, even when I love to fly kites, catch butterflies, etc. So what he's saying that as he is 70, more than 70 years, but still he loved to read interesting children books. Yes. And what he's saying that probably old age is an incarnation of a child, means जो old age होती है वो कहीं ना कहीं बचपन जैसी ही होती है, बच्चों जैसी ही होती है. Yes, one day I saw a little girl planting a sapling. This reminded me of the environment day when George was a little child. I was planting a little sapling with George when George asked me, Grandpa, where are you? Why are you planting a tree? So, what this grandpa said, because it is Environment Day today, I replied. What does Environment Day mean, Grandpa? He asked. He means that all the things around us, such as trees, animals, soil, water, and air, are a part of the environment. They are gifts with which nature has blessed us, I replied. But you have planted only a tree. What about animals? I was glad that George was interested. I replied, George, animals can take care of themselves, whereas we have to take care of plants and trees. They give us pure air to breathe and food to eat. We also get things like wood, medicines, flowers, oils, and many more useful things from trees. Therefore, we should plant trees. They are plants of our hope. Grandpa, what are plants of hope? Asked George. I replied, George, it means that we should have hope. With a hopeful mind, we can take care of ourselves as well as others by keeping this plant of love and peace alive forever. Means these plants are the hope of tomorrow. When we'll grow, these plants will give us pure pure air to breathe. Yes, I replied, George, it means that we should have hope. Suddenly I heard a word from behind. Grandpa. It made me come out of my reverie. I saw George standing before me, tall, dark, and handsome, as I saw him in my dream. I asked, George, you gave me a surprise. When did you come? He replied, long time back when you were daydreaming. Then he handed me a certificate. Just then his mother came along and said, Hope is the driving force of life. It is like a fresh stream of water and makes the land of life lush green and fertile. Father, George has become a doctor Aren't you surprised? No, I knew that one day my tiny plants of hope will surely grow big. I replied, Grandfather, I love you, said George. I hugged George and said, I love you too, my child. I missed you a lot. So, what's the moral of the story? That hope is the hint of a bright future. Means if we are hopeful, if we are in a positive attitude, obviously we will get a very good result. So, children, always keep your plants of hope alive. It will feed you with success in future. Hope is that unseen companion with whom you can cross any hurdle of life. Therefore, allow hope to rule your heart and you will rule the kingdom of your life. Therefore, keep your head raised towards the vast sky of hope as there are limitless possibilities. Now, this hope can be passive in the form of a wish or active as a plan or an idea, often against popular belief. Hope is the emotional state which promotes the belief in positive outcome related to events and circumstances in one's life. It is the opposite of despair. Now, what is this despair? It is a feeling that I will definitely get what I want. The events will return out for the best. It is an act of looking forward with a desire and reasonable confidence. Hope is a positive and powerful spiritual lesson. It can be learned with practice. It has the power to pull us through difficult times. Hope is the basic ingredient of optimism. A tendency to dwell on the best possibilities means where you can do anything what is possible. Hope is supported by three qualities: patience, which enables a person to tolerate delays and allows events to unfold in their own time; courage, which provides strength to face the uncommon; and persistence or determination to keep on going on matter what happens when we have hope. We say that all will uh, we say that all will be well and we mean it. There's a Chinese saying, if you keep a green bow in your heart, surely the singing bird will come. If we have hope, we can surely expect the best to happen. Yes, students? So, always have a positive attitude and always be filled with hopefulness. Thank you so much. Stay blessed.